AGS Ultimage, brought to you by Essential Oils and Essences. Infuse your environment with their natural Reiki and crystal-infused Yogini Girl essential oil sprays to lift the energy of your space and body. Available in 4 unique scents: invigorating citrus and herb bliss, soothing floral calm, intoxicating and sensual love, and classic clearing. Try one today.
Hey Aquarians, this is Hal for HES Ultimage, and this is your channeled forecast for December. Hey guys, I do personal readings. If you want one, go to hesultimage.com, spelled just like the channel. They start at just $20. Alright, so getting down to your forecast here. You need to see someone clearer this month. Okay? And it has to do with projections that you have about this person that are not accurate. All right, and I'll go into lots of details about that, but let's get through the thick of things. You must really dig deep. If you want to, continue projecting, this will continue the false image that you have of that particular person. It's not about treating people like suspects, okay? So that's the first thing. It's like you don't want to suspect everybody in your life of being that person just for the sake of it. It's a very particular thing. It's like, honestly, it's like if you just have more interaction with the person and see that, their actual feelings contrast how you see them, then that's really enough to understand who that person really is. Or think of it this way too, and I know some people aren't always as willing to admit this about themselves, but if you know that you have an over-romanticized opinion of a particular person, then you're going to want to examine how that person actually is in contrast to what you think they are, okay? Okay, I can give you this other example too. It can also be when you have projections against a person and consider them your enemy. And in fact, they aren't your enemy, and that you think somebody might be gunning for you or trying to sabotage you or has it out for you, and in reality, they don't. Okay, so it can function both ways for this month for you guys. All right, this may be really hard for you, but you must push forward and follow the leads or information. Basically, when you hear from a person cold, concrete evidence of what their true thoughts and feelings are, you can't just brush it off and go, well, I'm just going to ignore that. I'm going to start giving you some examples here, okay? Some people project feelings of affection towards other people who maybe they have little to no interaction with or have much interaction with, but never really to that authentic core where they can be transparent and say, okay, so like we're hanging out or whatever, but I'm really actually interested in you as more than a friend. And that can drag on forever. And it's really, I have to say, as much as everything is significant in the moment, that it can be a complete exercise in futility for people. And I understand that we're all human and we do it, as just a condition of, the human process. People just, subscribe ideals to other people because that's what we're taught to do through other things in life. But at the end of the day, to be able to see through that kind of process is what really is valuable. So it's like the difference between having this idealized vision of this person and then understanding that, evidence is more valuable than what we perceive people to be, at the end of the day. Perceptions aren't always wrong. I mean, I'm the first to say that, I've had, one of my earliest, evidences of my own intuition was knowing who people were before I even knew them. But I'm talking about ego things. Okay, I was just getting confirmation from myself about that. I channel, so sometimes I'll even get like, confirmations through either channeling through my mind or a little thumbs up or something to show me that I'm on the right path with it. For those of you just joining us, again, if, there's these things about you placing these ideals or these, otherwise detrimental things towards people and placing villainous qualities onto people, know if it's coming from your logical mind that that's always where we can slip up. When it's gut or heart things, those tend to work out pretty well for most people, especially if you're really tapped into your higher self and your intuition. But for a lot of people, these are ego things, and they usually are judgments made by our mental process, by our, logical mind, because intuition is processed by the brain too, okay? It's all the brain, and it's all the human body, okay? And I know I'm maybe in the minority by saying that, and eventually I hope to bring more of this, but it's all the human body, okay? All right, anyhow. So, other examples could be maybe you have somebody who you're very idealistic about and think that they're your hero. Maybe it's a celebrity or something, because there's plenty of that out there, where that celebrity might be revealed to be something other than what you think they are. And it's okay to go, I was wrong, or it's okay to go, I see clearly and I don't have to deny what the evidence is or what the truth is. And I'm just going to say there have been a lot of things about people lately who are either celebrities or spokespersons doing deplorable things. And I've always said, and I mean, I think that this is an important thing for humanity to realize, that no one is beyond judgment and no one is infallible. And nobody is, beyond being mortal and beyond being, again, I always say beyond judgment is always the worst, because culture tries to build people up to be, these godlike figures or something with celebrity. And then, people are somehow shocked when they find out that some of them are actually quite awful. Just because people do one good thing doesn't necessarily mean that you should kiss the hem of their garment or kiss their feet or their hands, so to speak, like a royal. That's another scenario, okay? Like, if you have those kinds of feelings towards a figure, whether it's a political figure, a celebrity figure, etc., that people aren't always what we think they are or who we build them up to be, all right? That's the main thesis here, main focus. People are not always who we build them up to be, both if we build them up to be wonderful, amazing people who could do no wrong, or if we build them up to be, oh, they're my nemesis, my villain, my, whatever. Because on the flip side, you might find out, somebody who you hate or thought you hated is actually not quite so bad or has some merit. Okay, and just to throw this example out there, I know in America, since this is an international channel, in America, the primary debates have already begun for president. And somebody, there's new information that comes out every day on people. And it's like the one person that maybe you had some very strong feelings or thoughts about, it might change. It's that kind of idea. What we decide through our ego is this person's good, this person's bad, this person sucks, this person's awesome. It can change. And for you this month, it's all about changing based on evidence, okay? And then also feeling comfortable with that change and understanding that you can go, oh, I guess I was projecting on that person, and that's okay. All right? Okay. Next, remember, you are the one who is painting the picture that doesn't match, okay? So again, it has to do with that fact of, we're the ones who place these values onto people, or again, these values, whether good or bad values, we place them on people through our perceptions with our ego minds, our logical minds. If you continue, it will stay the same. That means, okay, and this functions in personal life too, and I think I already covered that pretty solid, but just wanted to reiterate, this could have to do with family, friends, co-workers. I think it's very popular for people to have misconceptions of their co-workers. But anyhow, so if you continue to just keep your projection on that person, it's like you painted over what their real picture is, okay? So it's like if you just continue to ignore it and go, la la la, I'm not listening, I'm not paying attention to the evidence, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to like live in my bubble and not pay attention to facts and figures, um, and not pay attention to ultimately the truth. The truth is wonderful. The truth is like the elixir that makes all life better. And it's like sometimes people don't like their bubble to be burst sometimes, but sometimes it's necessary to make better decisions, to see people with greater clarity and truth. It's really important, guys. All right. And if you change and see the real person for who they are because of that evidence, like it's kind of like somebody scraped off the paint of your ego mind, your logical mind, what you painted that person to be, they're scraping it off and the real layers revealed, then it's like you can move forward empowered, informed, and clear. All right. So that said, I think this should be an important month for making some big realizations about other people, whether they're, a figure to you or somebody in your personal life. But remember, the clarity is a wonderful thing and it should not be pushed away. And, information should not be pushed away. It should be utilized properly. All right. That said, I do personal readings. Again, hesultimage.com, spelled like the channel. And I wish you a great December, and I will see you later.